In the grand theatre of history, countless empires rose and fell, not just on the strength of their armies, but on the wisdom of their leaders. A key lesson echoes through the ages. You must choose your battles wisely. This isn't just about warfare. It's a profound strategy for navigating complex human dynamics, especially in the modern workplace with a challenging boss. Imagine ancient Rome. A general faced with a numerically superior enemy doesn't charge head-on. Instead, he uses the terrain, waits for the right moment, and strikes where the enemy is weakest. He knows a direct confrontation would be disastrous. He conserves his resources, his soldiers' lives, their morale, their supplies for fights he can actually win. This is strategic patience. When your boss makes an unreasonable demand or takes credit for your work, your first instinct might be to charge into a direct confrontation. But like the Roman general, you must first assess the terrain. Is this a battle worth fighting? What are the potential costs? A public showdown might feel satisfying in the moment, but it could cost you political capital, strain relationships with colleagues, and ultimately harm your career prospects. Conserve your energy for the truly critical issues. Think of the spies and diplomats of the Cold War. They operated in a world of constant tension and high stakes. They didn't react to every provocation. Instead, they gathered information, understood their adversaries' motivations, and chose their moments for action with surgical precision. A misplaced word or a rash decision could lead to catastrophe. Dealing with a narcissistic boss is similar. They thrive on drama and emotional reactions. When you react emotionally to every slight, you're playing their game on their turf. Instead, become a diplomat in your own career. Observe, document, understand what triggers your boss and what they value. Document your achievements and contributions privately. This isn't about being passive, it's about being strategic. You're gathering intelligence, not to launch an attack, but to protect yourself and navigate the situation effectively. Your documentation becomes your leverage, your quiet proof of value that you can use at the right time, perhaps in a performance review or a conversation with HR. Now, consider the Renaissance artist. Michelangelo didn't argue with Pope Julius II over every single detail of the Sistine Chapel. He was a master. Yes, but he also understood patronage and power. He knew which creative hills were worth dying on and which were minor compromises in service of the greater masterpiece. He focused his energy on the core elements of his artistic vision, the parts that truly mattered. When your boss micromanages a project, ask yourself, is this a core element of the project's success or a minor detail? Is this a matter of objective quality or subjective preference? Sometimes letting go of a small battle over a font choice or a slide layout allows you to preserve your energy and influence. For the major strategic decisions that will actually define the project's success and showcase your competence, you're not surrendering. You're allocating your influence where it has the most impact. You're completing your masterpiece, not getting bogged down in arguments over the frame. History also teaches us the power of alliances. No successful leader or revolutionary acted alone. From the alliances that defeated Napoleon to the coalitions that drove social change, strength was found in numbers. In a toxic work environment, isolation is your enemy. A narcissistic boss often tries to divide and conquer, making each team member feel like they are alone in their struggle. Don't fall into that trap. Build quiet, professional alliances with your colleagues. This isn't about forming a mutiny or a gossip circle. It's about creating a support network. Share information professionally, offer help, and build relationships based on mutual respect and trust. When you do decide a battle is worth fighting, for instance, pushing back on an unethical directive or a truly unmanageable workload, you won't be standing alone. A united front, presenting a calm, logical, and collective perspective, is far more powerful and harder to dismiss than a single, emotional complaint. Finally, the most important battle to win is the one for your own well-being. Throughout history, the wisest figures knew when to retreat to fight another day. A strategic retreat is not a defeat. It's a conscious decision to preserve your most valuable asset, yourself. If you find that the environment is relentlessly toxic and no amount of strategic navigation can create a path forward, the wisest choice might be to plan your exit. This isn't giving up. It's recognizing that this particular field of battle is unwinnable and that your skills, energy, and talents would be better served elsewhere, like a skilled general extracting his army from a hopeless situation to preserve it for future victories. You are making the ultimate strategic move. You are choosing a new battleground, one where you can not only survive, but thrive. Choosing your battles is not a sign of weakness. It is the ultimate sign of strength, wisdom, and self-preservation.